Growing up here in Hawaii was pretty amazing. As a kid, I don't think I knew what I had. Everything was kind of just a big whirlwind. All of us kids would just run around, play around, doing our day-to-day things, not even realizing that every time we stepped foot on a plane or, got to fly island to island to visit grandma for baby luau's or for weddings, it all came at a sacrifice. We were very fortunate that mom and dad instilled in us, good morals and taught us how to fish and hike and grow food and, not to mention we got to surf some of the greatest waves in the world. Music was always a big part of my life and culture growing up. So when I graduated high school, I decided to make that my career. I moved to LA and went to Musicians Institute. I met my first successful band there called Forever and Fall. These guys were so talented and we all had the same goal in mind. That goal was to tour and to make money off of music, and that's what we did. We toured around the nation for about 3 years in a 20-passenger van with a trailer. We had some crazy, crazy times, but that all came to an end in 2007, and I really felt like it was time for me to return home. I had been gone for 6 years, and it was time. I moved back to the Big Island and started up a little recording studio there where I got to help out a bunch of bands, and it was a lot of fun. My brother-in-law Kimo was playing in a band on Maui at the time. He gave me a call and said, "Hey, what do you think about coming over here and maybe recording a demo for us?" I said, "Sure, why not?" After that first recording session, the first phone call turned into about 100 calls and texts asking if I'd move over from the Big Island to Maui to play in the band, and I was just so stoked, and I of course said yeah, and the rest is kind of history. We're really fortunate in this band. Aaron, Kimo, and Ian, they all have played in bands before and have done the whole thing, and we sat down and said, hey, if we're going to do this thing as a band, let's do it the right way. And we just were very fortunate and really blessed. And all of the sacrifices and hard times were totally worth all of the good times that we had. Along my musical journey and journey as a person, I had so many people that backed me, that believed in me, that gave me the will to push on when things got tough. And now I'm at this point in my life, hey, how can I help people out? All these people, teachers, parents, friends, they all helped me. What can I do to give back, to bring it back to where I started? Like I said, I had amazing teachers. My dad was a huge influence with my music and helped me with any questions I had. The only problem I ever did run into was at a recording studio. I had all these sounds, I had all these things in my head that I wanted to get out, but I just didn't have the means. I remember saving up so much money in one of my high school bands and going into a studio and just being so excited, just being so stoked, and then going through the whole process, and at the end of it just being so bummed because it's not anything that I wanted. It was pretty much the exact opposite, and I never want for anybody to have to go through that experience, and that's pretty much what We Are More Productions is. It's not just recording your music and getting a great sound for your record, a sound that you want for your record, but also pointing you in the right direction. If your goal is to get on the radio, then what do we need to do to get your songs on the radio? If your goal is to be the greatest songwriter in the world, well, let's look at songwriting techniques and what makes a great song. If it's you want to be the most artistic person on the planet, then what do we have to do through music to paint your Mona Lisa?